Shefty, I'm starting with you as we look ahead to this game because there are a lot of notes, as there always are on Thursday nights, with injuries. What do we have?
Tyler Lockett, the Seahawks wide receiver, is listed as questionable. Pete Carroll, the Seahawks coach, said yesterday he thinks Lockett will play, and that's my understanding as well, that he'll be out there tonight despite being limited in practice this week with a knee injury. You remember the game that Lockett had against the Cardinals the last time was hugely effective. The Seahawks are looking for more out of that tonight. Again, this team has turned over the football. Having Lockett out there would help. Chris Carson, listed as questionable. My understanding is he's unlikely to play. He's missed the last 3 games. This would be the 4th straight game he would be missing with a foot injury. On the flip side, Carlos Hyde off the injury report. So if Carson can't go, Carlos Hyde, along with Alex Collins, would step in there and be the Seahawks running backs tonight against Arizona, Greeny.
They've had all kinds of running back issues over the last few weeks. All right, Neek, I'm coming to you. This game is so interesting in so many different ways. What is the number one thing you're looking for tonight?
I think Kyler Murray really has a measuring stick right now because of Russell Wilson is on the other side. Russell Wilson is the guy that Kyler Murray is compared to most because of their height and somewhat of their playing ability. And I think that Kyler Murray has really great opportunity coming off of that great Hail Mary. He has everyone's attention to be in prime time and to go up against, frankly, a pretty bad defense. Kyler Murray could really cement his MVP candidacy and get himself a lot of attention and a lot of new fans tonight in prime time against a bad defense, while we'll be looking at Russell Wilson on the other side doing a more advanced, a more developed version of what Kyler Murray is doing. He might come out of tonight as one of the MVP frontrunners, even though right now he's in the conversation.
I don't know if you meant to say that Russell Wilson is his measuring stick or not, but it brought a smile to my face whether you did that purposely or not. Either way, Louis Riddick, as we look at Russell Wilson, I mean, 3 weeks ago, every conversation here started with, well, Russell Wilson is on his way to being the MVP of the league. And a strange thing has happened over the last month or so. What are you looking for tonight?
I'm just looking to see if they can have any semblance of balance, Greeny, on the offensive side of the ball, so it doesn't get so far out of whack like it has recently as far as their rush percentage. I mean, right now they're throwing the ball well over 60% of the time because of the fact that, one, they know that every possession they have to make count. 2, the defense can't stop anybody. 3, the running game has kind of faltered due to injury and due to attrition. And now, so everything is on Russell Wilson, everything is on DK Metcalf, everything is on Tyler Lockett. So I'm just wondering if they can have any kind of balance at all so Russell doesn't feel as though every play is do or die. And then all of a sudden, you know what happens when that's the scenario. He starts forcing footballs, they start, subjecting themselves to turnovers, and then they have no shot. So that's really what I want to see, because if they get in a shootout with this team against Arizona, who has a much better defense, then they're going to lose the game. I just want to see if they can have any kind of balance at all and see if Carlos Hyde can kind of pick up the ball for Chris Carson.
How do you see it, Shefty? It's a critical game, obviously. There's a 3-way tie right now at the top of that division. The Rams will play actually on Monday night. Louis, you have that game, and we'll talk about it further. But this one obviously has a lot at stake. How do you see it, Shefty?
Well, amazing how it all fits together according to what Louis is saying, right? Again, Chris Carson's injury. Over the last 3 weeks, Russell Wilson has turned over the football more than anybody in football at this point in time. And so the lack of the running game has led to all the turnovers that has led to this team suddenly stumbling. But the fact of the matter is still that this division, the NFC West, is as strong as basically any division in all of football, and this division very well could produce at least 3 playoff teams, especially with the expanded playoff field of 7 teams in each conference, potentially even 8 if the league has to expand later. But this tonight, I think, is a preview of 2 teams headed to the playoffs.
Yeah, some numbers on Wilson that are remarkable. He's thrown 3 interceptions in the end zone this year. He had never thrown more than 1 in any season before. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.